right. I want to talk about this. I keep getting blown up about this. And the main thing I want to say, number one, you guys have probably seen this. If you haven't, there's a video of Antonio Brown exposing himself to stunned guests in hotel pool. He was in Dubai, which is actually pretty dope. But yeah, he was doing some questionable stuff. It has been in the media for a while that Antonio Brown's been doing some questionable stuff. I will say the girl in the photo appears to be laughing, so hopefully there's no like legitimate sexual harassment stuff going on. But here's what I want to talk about with this, okay? Antonio Brown has very much become a laughing stock. We've certainly talked about memes of him, you know, last year when he was storming out the field and all this crazy shit was going down. It was like, haha, Antonio Brown. And then the conversation kind of devolved into, damn, is this like, should we be concerned for Antonio Brown? Yeah. It went from, haha, Antonio Brown, what a clown, to, is he being serious? Is he self-aware? Is he doing this for the media? To, is Antonio Brown all right? Does he have mental illness, CTE, possible concussion, you know, stuff? And we all joke about CTE. Here's my question, and I guess problem with it. Why is it that when Tua gets a concussion, right, and has all this stuff, you've got every NFL fan in the world coming out of the woodworks to go, yes, concussions are so bad. How could they do this to Tua? Prayers up for Tua. Miami Dolphins organization for be fired. And everybody's hopping on their fucking soapbox and their white knight outfit and just talking about morality and shit. But when it comes to Antonio Brown, it's like, haha, this guy's got fucking mental illness and CTE, and look at all this brain damage he has. Haha, look at all this crazy shit, horrible shit that Antonio Brown does. I get that Antonio Brown's in the media doing stupid shit, so he's putting himself out there to get made fun of, and Tua's not doing that, so I'm not comparing them as equals. I'm just saying we should probably be giving Antonio Brown the same, I guess, empathy that everybody's giving Tua. We're all giving Tua all this empathy for all this horrible shit that happens when you're an NFL player. If that's not what's going on with Antonio Brown, he's just being a dickhead, just to be a dickhead, he wants all his attention, he's being a weirdo, go ahead. I guess, whatever, talk shit about him. But I feel like it seems at least obvious to me that this guy has played NFL football for a long time. He's probably got a little bit of brain damage from it. Yeah. And there's something mentally going on here. And I just feel like since it's Antonio Brown, it's like funny to laugh about. I don't know. I don't want to get up on my soapbox either because I don't know exactly what's going on with Antonio Brown. But like when I saw this video, the first thing I thought was like, damn, I feel so bad for this guy. He's always in the media doing some crazy shit and like he's got to have something not right up there. Something's not linking right.
He's had to have had so many concussions, like even minor little ones that just have never went in on document or whatever you want to call it, that just kind of went under the rug and he kept playing, and that's probably messed up his brain. It's just so much easier to hate a guy like that over Tua. 100%. Exactly like you said. Absolutely. He's always over social media. I mean, he ripped off his pads and like was on the field. Like,
and
so
that
it's so
was part
easy.
of it. Like to me, that was like, dude, there's nobody in the right mind would do that ever.
Yeah.
Like nobody who is like fully locked in up there would ever do that. I feel like so many of the things, people always say after the perfect hit, he hasn't been the same. I don't think there's any scientific evidence to prove that that's the case. Obviously, that was a massive hit. It could have been a million things. It could have been something in practice. It could be lifelong things that he's been struggling with. But what seems clear to me is he does not act rationally. And he's on all these podcasts. He's on fucking Nelk and this and that podcast, I Am Athlete. He's not making any fucking sense.
Yeah, and then that one...
You ever watch these podcasts? He does the full podcast. He's making no coherent sense. And everybody is like, haha, Antonio Brown, you were in the NFL. Haha. You know, that's crazy. You've got an interesting opinion on it. Like, what the fuck? Somebody take this guy to a hospital. He's not even stringing sentences together properly.
Yeah, that one like long paragraph when he was like, I wish I could watch myself play or something. Remember that? Like that one. I read that and I thought that like was made up. I did not believe that was him. I'm like, dude, someone typed this up and like purposely made it sound like someone doesn't know what they're talking about. Like kind of odd. It was very odd. I guess it was real.
Yeah, they said they asked him. They asked him, Antonio, what's your biggest regret about football? He said, my biggest regret is that I could never be a spectator. I never got to watch the greatness that was Antonio Brown from the sidelines, and that is my biggest regret. Yeah, that doesn't make fucking sense.
He's like talking to himself in like third person, like about himself.
I don't know. I don't know. My point is like, I just feel bad for him, and I hope he gets the help he needs if he needs it. All right, like there's people that are actually so good at gaming the social media algorithm that they're fully aware of what they're doing. I have forever said that Jake Paul is one of those guys. Like when everybody hated Jake Paul, and now everybody's starting to kind of like Jake Paul. This has all been intentional from the start. Yeah. So if that's the route Antonio Brown's
like
going, you're killing it, buddy. You're fucking killing it. But I don't think that's the case. I'm going to err on the side of caution here and just say, damn, this guy needs some help, and I hope he gets it. That's where I'm at with Antonio Brown.